Procedure 1, Step 1. Mass steel wool. This will be your before mass. Pull apart the steel wool so it takes up roughly double the space it did before. Mass steel wool, this is your after mass. Procedure part 2, place a cube of ice in a 250 milliliter beaker, mass the beaker. This will be your before mass. Turn hot plate on low for about 100 to 200 degrees Celsius. Set the beaker on the hot plate and wait for the ice to melt. Once the ice has melted, remove the beaker from the hot plate and set it on the bench top to cool. After the beaker has cooled, mass the beaker with the melted ice. This will be your after mass. Part 3, fill a 250 milliliter beaker with approximately 50 milliliters of water. Place the beaker with water on a balance. Place a sugar cube on the balance next to the beaker. Record the mass. This will be your before mass. Add the sugar cube to the beaker with water and stir to dissolve. After the sugar has dissolved, mass the beaker. This will be your after mass. Part 4. Gather a large beaker and 2 test tubes. Fill one test tube approximately ½ an inch high with calcium nitrate. Place test tube in beaker. Fill the other test tube approximately 1/2 inch high with sodium carbonate. Place test tube in beaker. Mass the beaker containing both test tubes. This will be your before mass. Pour the contents of one test tube into the other. Gently mix with stir rod. Place both test tubes back into the beaker. Mass the beaker with the test tubes. This will be your after mass. Part 5. Mass a new piece of steel wool. This will be your before mass. Light the Bunsen burner and create the hottest flame.
Mass the steel wool in tongs and hold in the flame for about 2 minutes. Rotate so that all the steel wool burns.
Okay, place steel wool on bench top to cool. When cool, mass the steel wool. This will be your after mass. Part 6. Fill a beaker with approximately 100 milliliters of tap water. Place half a tablet on the Alka-Seltzer on the balance next to the beaker. Do not get the tablet wet. Oh, too much water? Okay, there's the Alka-Seltzer. Record the mass. This will be your before mass. Add the Alka-Seltzer tablet to the beaker. After the tablet has dissolved, mass the beaker. This will be your aftermass.